important to know what we're doing before we actually get into it, because so for the Tongan Folahaka means movement. Tongan Folahaka means movement, but tonight we'll be focusing on our Tongan Nao'orunga, which is our Tongan dance performed by our female dancers. There are plenty of types of Nao'orunga, but tonight we'll be focusing on the Nao'orunga, what's it called? Sorry. The main purpose of this Nao'orunga is to entertain people. There is a Nao'orunga which is only done for kings and chiefs, and there's a Nao'orunga done for birthdays, occasions, and there's this Nao'orunga that we're going to be focusing on tonight, which is just to entertain. Tonight I'll be showing you some basic Tongan Folahaka, and then I'll be teaching you a short Tongan Nao'orunga. Nice. I'm going to ask my friend here to play our first music, please, and then I'll teach you the basic moves. Thank you. So our first basic Folahaka or movement, it's not Folahaka, sorry, it's just a Tongan basic movement, is your taulalo. So you bend your knees, slightly bend your knees, keep your back straight. So that's a taulalo. So you taulalo, and then you full. Nice. So that's 2, taulalo, 1, and then you full. 2. Uno means bow. Uno, then back to full. So after every Folahaka, after every movement, you come back to full. And when you full, try to avoid covering your face. It's always down here. Yeah. But also keep this space open. Yeah. Maybe 45 degrees. So we full right here. In all our movements, our Tongan movements, it's not out here or out here. It's always like, think of a box. Yeah. So you just, all your movements is down here. Just in front of you, Yeah. So our next movement, is that okay? Am I going too fast? Is that okay? Cool. Okay, so first is our taulalo, bend your knees. Second one is our full, uno, and then back to full. Our Folahaka, this Folahaka is called ha'ota. So ha'ota is you clap, open, around. Yeah. So clap, open, and around. That's called the ha'ota. Again, so clap, open, around. That's ha'ota. Nice. Back to full. Our next Folahaka is the vete. So vete is round and down. So just imagine yourself, this is a flower, open flower, yeah. So ha'ota, clap, open, around. The vete, here and down. Nice. Our next movement is the kako. So kako is here and here. Yeah. So all our Tongan movements, most of them comes in and then out. So it's in and then out. So the kako in and then out. Other side, in, out. Nice. Should we go from the top? We'll just put them all together, yeah? So the first one is your taulalo, bending your knees, full, Uno, back to full. Nice. Hauta, clap, open, around. Aukako, open, out, in, out, and then I'll up, down. Beautiful, ladies. Beautiful. We'll do that again, but we'll go from the hauta. We'll do 2 hauta, 2 vete, and then 2 kako. Yes? Nice. So 2 hauta, 2 vete, and then 2 kako. And fa. Open, around, again, clap. Open, around. Vete, and down. Flower, and down. Nice. Couple, in, and then out. Last one, in, out. In, out, back to full, and full. Nice. Beautiful, ladies. We'll try it with the music. I'll teach you a very short dance, and these movements will be in it, including other movements as well. But yes. Sorry if I'm going too fast, just let me know if I'm going too fast. Can you please play the first one? Yeah, that one. Yeah. Because this is a an entertainment, we're going to be using faster music, fast-paced music, and even though we do want to use fast music, we're still going to keep it graceful, and some of the movements will be slower than the music, but that's fine. That's no. Do we play it on here? Oh, yeah. Nice. I'll show you the first verse, and then I'll take you step by step. Yes, is that okay? Nice. Okay, so our first movement is a full. So full, and then scoop, and then bring it back to your hips. Nice. Hemiape means sit back and relax while I perform or entertain. All our Tongan songs, so from your mouth, since it's singing, and then this one. So for this action, is you come down, around, and then out. Down, around, and then out. Nice. From the top is scoop down, and from your mouth, 2, and then the section, down, around, and then out. Nice. From the top again, and down. Hemiape mu akal faiba ihe hiva moe hakafaka tonga. Nice. Everyone okay? Good. Hakailalo means go low, 1, 2, 3. And then again, around, up, and then down. Hakailalo means go low, if you're dancing in the Folahaka. So 1, 2, 3, and then round, up, and down. Nice. From the top, scoop, then up and move up, down, 5 up, ihe hiva moi, haka whaka tonga. Haka ila lo, haka ila lo. Nice. And then haka iloto, take it to your right or the left inside. So from here, and then you hit, and then full. Nice. So from the top, and then it's scoop, down, teki. Sorry, I forgot to say. So this is a teki, and the teki just comes naturally. It's not a haka or anything. It's when you feel the mahawhana, or yeah, you just teki when the teki comes to you, just teki. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and maybe a teki. Hiva, 1, 2, down, around, and out. Haka ilalo, 1, 2, around, and down. Now bring it to your side. 1, 2, hit, and then full. Nice. With the music, we'll try with the music. Thanks, DJ. Remember the lalo, back straight, bend your knees, and just move. I'll turn it down a little more, sorry. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. We'll go from the top. So for our second verse, it's from here, so you just punch your hand very gracefully. So from your left or your right, so here, bringing it to your opposite side. Yeah, so here and then down. Then second action is snap and snap. Yeah, so snap, snap. So it's the taco, but instead of your hands, you're going to snap. Nice. So from our first action is punch, down, snap, snap. And then from your eyes, then the other way. And then your right hand, bring it to your ears. Nice. So from the top, punch, down, snap, snap. your eyes, away, and then your ears. Nice. Everyone okay? So, our next action is when you bring it to your ears, bring it down, and then around, place. Okay, from your ears, down here, around, and then place. Sorry, just keep going. From the top, so punch, down, snap, snap. Your eyes, other side, your ears, down, and then bring it around and place. And then the next action is you go under and then point. You're looking. Yeah. So place, then go under, look to that side. Again, go under, look, and then with this hand, go around, place. And then you do the hauta. And open. So clap, open, around. Nice. We'll go from the place. So place here, under, and look. With this hand, go around to the front, do the hauta. And then around, full. And that's your second verse. We'll go from the top of the second verse. Yeah? Not with that one. You're about to get fired. Okay, so first one. So first action for second verse is punch, down, snap, snap, your eyes, other way, your ears, bring it down, around, place. Now underneath, and then look. With this hand, go around, place. Hauta, around, and then pull. Nice. And that's our second verse. Everyone okay? Nice. We'll go from the top of the first verse, then the second verse. Cool? We've only got 3 verses, so we'll go from the top, second verse, and then we'll go over our third verse. Yeah. DJ? Oh my gosh. There's a bit angry.
You ready?
Yeah. Okay. Again. Second verse. Eyes and ears. Feet. Hauta. Again. Nice, beautiful guys. So yeah, with the Tongan dance, our lower body is restricted. It's mostly our upper body doing the dancing, and unless there is a Folahaka where you move to your side, go backwards, that's the only time you use your lower body here. And that's our third verse. We'll be using some kimua. So you just place your hands here and you walk gracefully like a Miss Heilala. Yeah. So 1, 2. So just 2. Nice. And again, Laka kimua means walk forward. Laka kimui means walk backwards. And with this, after I walk forward, we'll turn to your side. Yeah? So laka kimua, laka kimui. Sorry. Laka kimua, laka kimui. And then 3, 1, 2. To your side. Then forward, to left, right, and then maybe a back. Yep. Again, tolo, fa. Laka kimua, laka kimui. 3, 1, 2. To the front. 1, 2. Thank you. Yep. Carry on. So after this, you walk to your side. So with this one, you cross over. So here, your hands. Here, hands. Nice. From the top of the fingers. So makan kimua. 1, 2. 3, 3. Side, side. Thank you. Nice. And then you cross. Here. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Carry on. So we're gonna add on a patau pasi. So let's clap to your chest, back, again, chest, back. Yeah. Nice. So clap here, here, and here, here, clap, and 4. Nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Right? Yeah. Everyone okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. And that's the end for the third verse. We'll go from the top of the third verse, and from fa. So laka kimua, laka kimui, tui, front, 1, 2, thicky, then cross. Cross over, other side, over, and then patau pasi. Right. Okay. Awesome. From the top of the third verse. Again. Tolu fa. Laka kimua. Laka kimui. Then tui. 1, 2. 1, 2. Thicky. Over. And other side. Then patau pasi. Down. And with this, after the hit, it's up to you if you want to do a Becky or it's up to you. But the most important thing to do in a Tongan tauranga is keep smiling and have fun. Yeah? We'll go from the top with music, and we'll go from there. Mari-mari. song. Nice. Everyone okay? Nice, beautiful ladies. Yeah, we're gonna have a little, I'll get you guys to have a little break for now, but during that break, I'm just going to talk about, I'm gonna talk more about the ta'olunga and the reasons behind why we do what we do during the ta'olunga. So yeah, for the ta'olunga, the original name for the ta'olunga was called the Fahaiula and Ula. So Fahaiula was done by multiple girls, like 10 to more girls, or even 2 and more girls. So that's called the Fahaiula. And if you were to watch a group of girls, a group of Tongan girls dance, you sometimes see them coming from the sides. And then start dancing when they get to the middle. And that is why it's called the Fahaiula, because Fahai means side. And so Fahaiula was done by multiple numbers of girls, and Taula was a solo Taula. So that's the difference between Fahaiula and Ula. And they were called this before the missionaries came over to Tonga. But because there were actions that weren't really Christian-like, the Fa'ula and Daula were banned. And so when the missionaries came, that's when we changed the Fa'ula and Ula into a Ta'olunga, or Ta'olunga Tokolahi, meaning more than one dancer. Yeah, and if you were to watch a Ta'olunga, the costumes, there is a reason why the girl wears the pule'oto, or the shell, the white shell that is worn around her neck, called the pule'oto, and also the reason for the oil being put on her. So I think this is important to know because most of our Tongan dancers, our Tongan girls, we tend to just wear them without knowing why. But because with the shell, our ancestors, well, they did say that it was very hard to find. These shells were very hard to find, and they represent a girl's value and how it is important for them to what's the words? Lost words here, but how it is important for them to stay obedient to their parents, just because they are like the shell, they're hard to find. And the oil as well is the same reasoning. But yeah, our grandmothers, our mothers believe that if a girl is disobedient, the shell will turn during their performance, and that's how they know that their daughters disobeyed them or something like that. But yeah, I think they were just trying to scare us, but that's that's, I think it's important for us to know as well. Yeah, why we do what we do. But yeah, there's heaps of Tongan dances, but I apologize to all our male dancers here. Because of cultural appropriation, I'm not able to demonstrate the male dancing myself. But if a male, well, was here, I would have gotten into it. It's more like, yeah, the dances are similar, the male and the female, just the tawalalo for the male is more manly and more wild. So yeah, but the gracefulness is the same. And I think that it's very beautiful, being graceful and being a male dancer and having that gracefulness is very beautiful as well. But yeah, with the Fa'aiula, the Tauranga Tokolahi, with heaps of girls, you notice that there will always be this one girl coming from the middle. And that girl is called the Vahenga, or she would be the high priest or the high chief of the village is his daughter, and she's the one in the middle. The rest of the girls would be APCE, or they would be chief's daughters as well, but not the high chief, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's the paula, and the ones at the very, very end are called Folahaka. And if you can see, if there's a lakalaka, you'll know a lakalaka is a dance done by anyone at any age. With the taulunga, only single ladies can do the taulunga, but with the lakalaka, anyone can do this. There's also the ma'uru or sitting down dance, and there's a kailao, the boys with their sticks. Yes, and I think that's me talking. I feel like I talk too much. But we'll get into more dancing. Is it okay with that? Yeah. Because we have done a upbeat song, we'll go into a very slower and more. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. With the dance that we've done and with the basic movements that I've taught you, I want us to do a little workshop, yeah? That's okay. Well, you can use whatever dances we've covered or whatever comes to you. If it's okay with you, we'll do a workshop with the first verse. So everyone's just going to come up with their own dances for the first verse, and then I'll teach you the chorus, if that's okay. But you don't have to, it's just a challenge. Yeah? Oh yeah, okay, please. Nice. Having a little my DJ right here. Can you hear the song? Was it too is it okay? Is it too loud? No? Oh, thanks, Masi. Thank you, ladies. Yeah. So we'll go again. Oh yeah. We'll go again with the first verse. Just freestyle. Do whatever comes. Whatever Folahaka you know, or if you want to put in some Folahaka, just freestyle. Yeah. Yep. You can use this. This is common to use when we're waiting for the song to start. So just add into your basket or something is we do have the moe. It's similar to the Samoan setu, but it's the moe. Whenever it's kind of like the teki. So with the teki, you do it when you feel the mawhana. It's just like the moe. And it's just this. Just your feet like this. Yeah. So if it's a movement with this, if you do so it's kind of when you do like a typical haka, you do the moe. So it's up to you. You don't have to do it. It's just when you feel the mawhana. But I feel like yeah, I just wanted to let you know that there's also that. Yeah. Sorry, DJ, can you put the screen back? Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll go through that again one more time. The first verse. Mali Mali, make sure to smile. And now, I'll teach you guys verse. But that was awesome. That was beautiful. I see all those freestyles that look so beautiful. Yeah. Just remember to keep smiling and teki when you feel the mawhana or do the moe, you know. Yeah. Sorry, I feel like my DJ is a bit hungry because she's giving me the Eagles right now instead of playing our music. Please play the music. So yeah, so it's just your knees. Yeah, smile, smile, and then you bow. Recycling all the movements that we've done from the last dance, because it's most likely like that with the Tongan dancing. It's just using the same movement, but as long as you feel the mahana and as long as you understand what the song is about, you make it your own. Yeah, you make the music your own, the movement, yeah, you own it. Okay, so the first one is Nepituno. So here, it's the punching one again. So down here. Here, Nepituno fai, hovalelenga means talk from your mouth. Hovalelenga, your ears, wafanoa, I've heard, hetalamahea, around, then down. Yeah, again, so Nepituno fai, hovalelenga from your mouth, wafanoa, ears, hetalamahea. Nice. Then Colossi, it's just around. And then here, your left, right, punch, and then out. Yeah, we'll do a little punching there. Okay, on the top, from here, the Nepituno fai, hovalelenga, talk, wafanoa, your ears, hetalamahea, down. The Colossi, around. Colossi, Ayaweta, Ayahatui, Takaleleva. Nice. With the music. Everyone's looking so beautiful tonight. Stop laughing at me. No. Ooh. Nice. Carry on. Scoop. Do the scoop again. Move hands down. Here. And down lower. So first to your left. So scoop. Down. To your right. Down. And then you do a little galua. So here. So twice. So 1, 2. And then you do the bird. So just the bird. Can we go with the music, please? Just like. We'll just carry on, yeah? And the bird, your right hand is up. Or your leg is up to you. No. Pull. Is it okay? Should we go from the top or is there? Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry, Massey. Nice. Okay. So from here, scoop. Here, down, other side, and down. Then come up. 1, 2, and then up. Yep. After this, so just your left hand here. So, but facing your left. So here, bring it over, then outside, here, Apimoana, just down here. 1, 2, and then place. After that, it's here. So just pretend there's someone next to you. So hello there, and then slip. Full. That's it. Nice. We go from this one. And do fa. Scoop. Down. Scoop. Down. Kalua. Kalua. Up. Fekumi. Where I forgot. Yep. Fekumi. Yeah, Apiwana. Down. 2. And place. Hello there. Hey you. And then set the place. Nice. We'll go from the music. So there's this action. There's also this action. You just, yeah. and then that's us for tonight. Unless you have any questions or anything. Yep. Mari. Ready? Yeah. Again, sorry. Everyone okay? Nice. So that song was composed by Queen Charlotte, the third, our #1 composer in Tongan. And yeah, this was a song composed when she traveled to Great Britain for Queen Elizabeth's coronation. Yeah. So she's just talking about how she's taking her country with her, even though we're like small, but we're great in small in numbers, but great in somewhere in our hearts, something like that. Sorry, I'm very words, but yeah. That's what the song is about. We'll go back to our first song. Yeah, hopefully no Tongans are watching this. Yeah. Our first song. Yeah. Everyone ready? Everyone want to breathe or do anything before that? Cool. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful work. Yeah. Again. us for tonight. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys coming. This is our first time workshopping together, like first time for me too. But I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I'm very grateful for Inano and for letting me share my culture with you. If you have any questions, please ask Teho. But yeah, it was so great to have you guys here tonight. It was very fun learning with you. Even yeah, next time I'll get my DJ to like practice before we come to class. But yeah, I think that's it for me tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Thank you to everyone who jumped on online. Yeah, that was amazing. I was doing it in the back, but I was cracking up laughing at But before we go, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Losa for joining in on this little collab with Inano. And for anyone out there, if you want to follow Losa Tupou on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Yeah.
And on TikTok, yeah, go ahead, check her out, follow her up and coming emerging artist. And it's her third year, performing arts third year student. We also have, I'm going to bring her up. This is Rena. I was just, when I was in the back, I was thinking, this girl right here, I'm going to let her introduce it because I don't actually know the name of this this co-prop or this project. But in a nutshell, she won first place last week.
Yeah.
On Saturday. Yeah. Saturday just gone for a Super Happy competition in New Zealand. Yeah. In New Zealand. So she's like number one right now. But yeah, so follow her on, do you want to do your social media like whereas 2022 now?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Yorina Tafili 12, or my dance page, Rena Dance 12 on Instagram. Don't follow me on TikTok because I'm boring. I don't think TikTok. Yeah, Yorina Tafili. If you don't know how to spell it, just message Losa, she'll spell it for you. But yeah, thank you. I love seeing you guys and yeah.
Nice. So yeah, well after this, if you guys have any questions or anything to do with like Tongan culture or the dancing aspect, then I highly recommend you go ahead and give her a follow on her socials and just communicate through there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link the music from tonight's workshop on our Facebook and our Instagram pages. Also, this workshop is recorded and will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, so inanodance on YouTube. So you can go up and just practice and go from there. But yeah, other than that, I just want to say thank you to everyone on that side of the screen. And yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 more workshops coming up. So next Tuesday we have Mussy, who is in the yeah, Mussy is there, yeah. And Mussy will be taking Siva Samoa, so Samoa dancing, and that is next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on Zoom. You can find the link on Instagram and Facebook. No password, just type in the ID and jump in. So that's next Tuesday. Next Thursday is Marangi, her Māori movement workshop. Yeah, with her kind of tikanga around kabahaka movements and stuff like that. That's next week, Thursday at 6 p.m. And then on Friday, which is our last workshop, is contemporary dance with me as content artist called Brandon Tommy, half style, half cooking. Artist from out in Wellington, and he'll be joining in contemporary dance workshop. So yeah, I mean, I think that's it from our end. Wherever you are in New Zealand and the world, thank you so much for coming on and joining in the workshop. And don't forget to follow all these lovely women here, and keep posting to our socials for anything. Yeah. Segi, thank you. Thank you very much.